How's it going, guys? It's Uber Jack here with another video for you today, and this one we've got quite a lot to talk about, so I'm just going to be recording the video in between trips. I'm just on the way to a trip now. I'll be picking them up in a couple of minutes, but enough time for me to just get the introduction for the video started. So some of you might be aware that I tried to upload a video yesterday and YouTube wouldn't let me, so they don't want me talking about the the C word. That's all I can say. Can't actually say the word, but I think you guys know what I'm on about. It's ridiculous, isn't it, really? So I made this video and I spoke for about 15 minutes on it, and YouTube decided that my intro they had let go, but not the video itself, which was a bit annoying. So I'll try and cover what I was talking about in there today without actually talking about it, if that makes sense, because I just thought it was people wouldn't get monetized for the videos if they talked about it, but I'm not a monetized channel, so I didn't think it'd be an issue, but apparently they don't really want anyone speaking about it. So yeah, I think you guys know what I'm on about, though, the big health issue at the moment. But we'll continue on with the video in just a sec. Let me just pause it here. So as I was saying, we're on the way to the next trip as well. So as I was saying, yeah, I tried to upload a video and it was going to be discussing some of the challenges that we're going to face over the next couple of weeks, couple of months possibly, as self-employed drivers in the public sector. That's what we're in. We transport the public around, and I for one believe that we're fairly high risk of getting this particular virus. I think I can say virus without them deleting the video. I'm going to be absolutely pissed if I do this video and then YouTube are like, nope. But I'm just going to make a big effort not to say the C word. So yeah, I think we're high risk, guys, because the advice is that if you're within a meter of somebody that's infected, you could get infected yourself. Now, most cars, any seat is within a meter of the driver's seat, so that's the issue here with what we do. We haven't really been given many bits of advice as for precautions from Uber or Ola or any of these companies. They have released sort of statements, and they basically just reiterated to wash your hands. And Uber has said if you don't feel it's safe to pick someone up, so say for example, I don't know, you go somewhere, someone's absolutely coughing their lungs up, you could cancel that and say, sorry, I don't think it's safe for me to pick you up, because really and truly someone shouldn't be getting into public transport if they've got this virus. And even if they don't have it, how do we know they don't have it? And even if it's something just like the flu, you still really shouldn't be getting into a taxi or any really form of public transport if you're in a contagious stage. So what can we do? This is the thing. What can we do to prepare for these coming months? I'll pause the video here and we'll just carry on with that part in a sec. Okay, guys, so as I was saying, the challenge is coming ahead, and what can we really do to prepare ourselves, apart from and by the way, I hope things don't get too bad where we have to take any of these measures. It's a bit of an uncertain time at the moment. Like a few days ago I felt like things were going to get bad, but these last 2 days, the figures that we've been receiving seems to look quite good for the UK anyway, that it's not spiraling out of control like it has done in the other sort of countries like Italy. Like, what if a situation happened here, and it still can, obviously, these next couple of weeks will be really important. What if a situation happens here like in Italy, where the country's placed on lockdown, we may not be able to work, or even if we are allowed to work, because I think the people of Italy are allowed to go to work, but that's it. You have to be going to work. So we could go to work, but that would only mean that we're going to get fares during work, commuting hours, and then the odd ones during the other hours where people might commute and they're on different sort of shifts. But it would drastically reduce our workload if that was to happen, to a point where you may well just be better off just staying indoors and waiting it out, I guess. But not everyone can do that. That's what's going to be the issue. Really don't fancy driving 3 miles for £3, thanks to Uber. So that's what the issue is, really, is people can't afford to take those extreme measures and gonna have to carry on as normal. But what can you do? So obviously, you can keep the hand sanitizer in your car. I've got mine here next to me, my drinks holder. I try to use that as often as I can, just when I'm touching things, and maybe I have to get out the car to put someone's luggage in the boot or things like that. Definitely using it then, and just as frequently as I can. Obviously, then washing your hands when you're at home seems to be one of some of the main advice. But also for us specifically, I think giving your doors, your handles, your surfaces a wipe down with antibacterial wipes if you can get any, because that's another thing. People are just bulk buying all these things, and there's going to be shortages for certain amounts of time. But if you can get those, or you've got them, I think doing that every day or every other day is a good idea. Maybe then the next stage would be the masks, if it gets that bad. I've actually bought one myself. I just bought one just to be better safe than sorry. I haven't worn it yet. I've tried it on. It is going to be tricky to wear it for long periods of time, but if it gets to a point where my city is kind of overwhelmed by it, I'll have to wear it then. I don't particularly want to catch it and pass it on to other people that are in my family that would struggle if they had it. So that's the worry that most people have, I think, as well. Apart from that, there's not much we can do. There's going to be some really big challenges ahead, like I say. Should Uber be doing more than likely, as well as the government? I think if we can't work because we're told that we can't, we're going to have to be given something to help us. We're not employed, so our employer can't help. But Uber, they should help. They really should. It will be their time to help people who need it the most. How they'll decide who needs it the most, I don't know. But it could be something we see, because we have seen today that certain mortgage providers are going to be allowing payment breaks for people to take time to not have to worry about that. But if you don't have a mortgage and you maybe rent privately, which is what a huge portion of the country do, then we haven't heard much about what will happen in those scenarios. As I say, I hope things don't come to this, but you always have to be thinking ahead, especially when you're self-employed and you've got no safety net in a way to fall back on. And you guys may have a safety net in a cash form. I don't mean that, but that's usually not for things like this. That's for I guess if you're really yourself, for sure. But that'll be for things like vehicle maintenance and essential work that might need doing to your car, tires, things like that. But in all honesty, we're gonna have to see something happen for people who aren't protected, mainly self-employed workers, who rely on working on the front line, because you know, as I say, we'll be the first ones more than likely to come in close contact with people who are infected. You know, you won't really know, because the problem with this particular bug, shall we say, or virus, is that symptoms can take a little while to come out. So you could be carrying it around for anything up to 2 weeks, I believe. Maybe an average is a week, but still, how many people are you going to bump into just doing your normal day-to-day Ubering? 20 to 30 people a day, maybe more. That's a lot. So in the interests of everyone, you know, that's why these drastic measures are getting taken, I guess, in Italy. But you know, we might be seeing a drop in work already. You know, I'm here recording this video, and this is usually a time of day where you'd be getting fares. I know I got that one that was 3 miles away, but there should be more work going on than this, 100%. So, and speaking to other drivers, they've been telling me that they've noticed, I haven't particularly noticed it, but this could be the first day I do, but other drivers have noticed a drop in the work. Maybe people are, you know, just making their own decisions to not go out as much, not socialise as much, not get into Ubers as much, because they recognise the risk. Who knows? But I really am hoping that's not the case. Can't live off $10.99 a day. No way. So I'm rambling a little bit now, but you know, I just wanted to make this video to discuss these challenges that we're going to have ahead. As again, I really will reiterate, I hope things don't get to that stage, and that we can carry on as normal, and everyone can carry on as normal. But this is a serious global issue. I think every government in every country is taking it very seriously. It's unprecedented in a way. We've had other outbreaks before of different things, but nothing really on this level, I don't think, in terms of something that's so infectious and has quite a not a massive fatality rate, but you know, substantial fatality rate. So guys, I'm going to wrap the video up here. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get some more work. You guys let me know, what have you been thinking about this this issue, this, you know, this C word? Is it overhyped? Is it something to be worried about? I would love to hear what your thoughts are, really would. I'll do videos, you know, over the next couple of weeks about this, no doubt, because it really is going to be a hot topic, and it really will be interesting to see how things unfold. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, guys. But apart from that, that's going to be everything from me. Catch you guys on the next video.